Hi, Baddies. Welcome to Auntie Amy's Trashy Tarot. Today, we're doing another pick a card reading. This one is all about the messages your higher self has for you. So this should be a really interesting and enlightening reading. And I'm so happy all of you are here today. I hope you're doing well and taking care of yourself in such trying times. I know it's very difficult, but you are so very important. If this is your first time to my channel, hi, hello, how are you? I really hope you're doing okay, and I truly hope that you stick around and become part of the channel. We'd love to have you here. There are many wonderful people who are subscribers and members, and we have a lot of fun over here. And if you are a subscriber or a member, hi, how are you guys doing? I am so delighted to have you. I always enjoy when you stop by, and I deeply appreciate all your support and your donations and gifts. It really does help me keep the channel going and myself going. So thank you so much. I truly appreciate you. So thank you. So, as you see before you, there are 3 cards. There's 3 little angels and 3 piles. These are your psychic linking objects. Now, I have made a little bit of a video where you can see the cards and the angels up close, so you can get a better vibe of each group. Now, for my readings, sometimes the energies blend into one another with these groups. So if you are called to more than one group, there may very well be more than one message here for you. And with that said, I'll see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. Bye, guys.
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright, and for the first time in a long time I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay.
Hey, Group 1, all of you that selected Radiant Moon of Compassion and or you were drawn to the Cherry Quartz Angel, this is going to be your message from your higher self. Okay, oops, that's just a little bit too far for me, y'all. Okay, let's try it again. Let's see. Can y'all see your card? Okay, I think we can. There you go. Alright, so just keep in mind this is a general reading. Oops. Okay, well your angel's gonna lay down cause they're tired. Keep in mind it's a general reading, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Okay, let's see the cards that came out for you. I'm gonna move this a little bit like that so y'all can see better. In fact, I wanted to kind of read a little bit from the book. These cards are just, I don't use them super often, and I love their energy, and the book is just, it has so many good things in it. So I'm just going to read a little bit from the book so you get a vibe of this card, okay? Kuan Yin sits upon a radiant moon of compassion. This is the Kuan Yin Oracle, by the way, if you're wondering. Kuan Yin sits upon a radiant moon of compassion, pouring forth the spiritual strength needed for you to liberate yourself from lower vibrational energies of fear, judgment, into the vibration of freedom, love, and peace, where you naturally belong. You are being urged to use this power now in growing spiritually and free yourself from a situation that could draw you down. Now, oops, I dropped the book. Anyway, it also talks about in the book how you have actually drawn this to you. Okay. Your higher self basically has drawn the situation to you for your growth. Now, you may not want to hear that, which I understand. None of us want to hear that we draw things to ourselves for growth. Okay. Okay, so I had a thing and I had to get the book because I wanted to kind of talk a little bit more about this card. Okay. This book, this card really is about having compassion for yourself and letting go of things that these energies of challenge may appear to be external in the form of a person, place, thing, or situation, or a current or past relationship. They may appear to be internal in the form of a habit or self-doubt, self-judgment, or the judgment or criticism of others. You can either choose to allow these energies to pull you down into fear and judgment, or you can choose to grow spiritually through the practice of compassion and liberate yourself into greater peace, love, and freedom. This is about having compassion for yourself. And we aren't really programmed for that as far as here where I am in the Americas. We're really taught to give to others. Maybe not so much now, but in the past, we've been taught to give, and don't take care of yourself. You know, it's like a sacrifice of self. And this card is talking about having compassion for yourself. And I feel like for a lot of you, this is revolving around your moon, your mother. Okay. The mother wounds here. Perhaps where you were never nurtured, where you were never properly loved and supported. So let's go through these cards. We have the Queen. We have Presence. I exist intensely. I call myself back from all times and all places. Ooh, I feel that. Your higher self. Calling back your power. Y'all may have I'm feeling the higher self coming through. This energy of this wound, of disempowerment. This wound of not being properly nurtured, properly loved, properly protected, properly kept safe and tucked in. Okay, let's keep going here. We have Priestess. How are you being called to step up and lead? Sisterhood of the Rose, Beauty and Devotion, Priestess, Mystic, Teacher. No, wait, postpone, pause, say no. You got to start telling people no. Breath of the Cosmos, my will to thy will, micromanaging the universe. You can't do that, honey. You can't do that. The Void. Stop, embrace winter, great cosmic womb. Okay, we have personal power. Landing. I don't think I've ever gotten this card. It's beautiful. New World. Solar light upgrade. Solar plexus chakra, inner fire, willpower. I don't know if you can see that. Okay, and we have crystal skull, wisdom, clarity, divine healing, high vibrational energy. Let's try to put that here. So it looks like to me there is a mother wound, a feminine wound here that your higher self, your multidimensional self, your angelic self, your guardian angel, your true will, whatever you want to call it, okay, is coming through to let you know there is someone or a situation in your life that is activating and triggering and pulling on this wound. It's like I see the wound weeping. I see it opening. It feels like a void, an infected void. This energy that's very negative. It's very no. It's very blocking. It's as if you can't get anywhere. You can't get started. You can't move on. You have a hard time feeling love. But you're pretty sure you give it. You're pretty positive you give it to other people. But deep down, are you sure? Because you're not sure what it really feels like. Because you've never been properly loved. So you're not really sure. Now, what I mean by that is never. I think people have loved you. But I don't think they've always spoken your love language. Because your love language is complicated. Okay? Because you have been... I feel your higher self coming through my channel. So I think I'm fixing to they're going to pop through. Here we go. Here we go. They're the queen. So get ready. You are not properly loved. And it's hard to be in a world where you have these unique gifts and abilities that are entrenched in high levels of knowledge. You've come to do such wonderful things, but have such unbelievable obstacles of not being able to truly feel and connect in the way that you think you should. Your mind is a circus. You're overthinking everything. Put down your mind. Calm your mind. It is getting in the way of your creation. It's getting in the way of your magic. It's getting in the way of your creativity. You're overthinking it to the point where you're never going to be able to do it. So stop. Stop. The forcing and the thinking and the frustration of it all. Don't you remember? Don't you remember the flow, the magic of the flow of life, of creativity, of breathing? Every moment here is creativity. Every moment here is creation. Don't you know? Don't you remember? This is not real. It's hard to let some things go. But just because you can't let it go, my dear, doesn't mean you can't put it down and go back to it. Stop carrying this shit with you all the time. That wound, that leaking, seeping wound, it needs to dry out. It needs to scab over. It needs to heal up. Here's the thing. You are the queen. You are the high priestess. You are I am presence. It's time for you to find solid ground. It's time for you to embrace your own power. It feels like we're in some kind of remaining junk energy of codependency. It's as if you got rid of all the codependency, or you are, but you're still kind of remaining there. People want to parasite off of your energy. And it will always be this way. You will always have people who want to parasite off your energy. And you have to become more aware of this. You have to become more protective of who you spend time with. On a personal level. Because you have people in your life right now who are pulling at your energy. They're pulling down on your energy. This void, this no. Definitely. There is some serious mother wounds here. Feminine energy wounds. And sometimes you just have to let the wound scab over. Okay? I feel like your higher self is saying, you've gone at it, you've gone at it. And that's how shadow work is. Sometimes you go at it, you go at it, you go at it, and it's time to kind of step aside, let some healing take place. Integrate, reflect, integrate, process, transmute. We're going to get 3 cards, is what I'm hearing. Healing with Mother Nature. Confronting inner demons. Loving the self on all levels. This healing is really wholeness. This ability to see the truth. Society, the system, it really wants you to give everything, all the time, in every way, for you to walk around and be drained. There is the healing way, and the healing way says balance. Balance in all things. Balance is key. For many of you, the healing of this mother wound I'm feeling, the healing of this mother wound really is connected to nature for you. Perhaps it's time to see Gaia, nature, and nature spirits, however this resonates for you. For some of you, it may be an ocean goddess or god form. Okay, a land goddess or god form. I see out of the corner of my eye, my right eye, behind me, there is a figure that may be here to connect with you, an ancestor, an ancient, a generational ancestor of your paradigm that wants to help you heal this. And sometimes, I will tell you, there are spirits and gods that will kind of adopt you. They'll kind of say, hey, I see that you are, quote unquote, motherless, fatherless, and you have this wound. I want to help you. Let me help you. I want to help you. And it's probably because you have a past life connection. Okay. I'm feeling that coming down this channel. So you may find that you're pulled to certain paradigms or new practices or a certain, perhaps it's even a spirit you've been working with, okay, off and on for years, and all of a sudden you're strongly pulled that way. Don't be afraid of the pull, okay? Go with it. You're going down a healing pathway. Sometimes we're asked to take very strange detours by our higher selves, and we don't understand why. But many times when we're trying to manifest healing or clarity or whatever, what we're asking for is such a different vibe from what we have going on in our awareness that the detour is necessary. So don't resist the detour too much, okay? Because it's time to confront some inner demons, some inner resistance. With this kind of wound that I'm feeling, it can cause you to not believe in yourself. It can cause you to not feel compassionate towards yourself. It can make you feel that you should have compassion for everyone else but yourself. Okay? Just as you are maybe taught to have more compassion for your mother than yourself, for your siblings than yourself. How other people see you, or see your family, or see your mother or your father if you did this. And it starts this kind of internal dialogue in us where we're always judging, how do we look? Did we say something stupid? Are they going to judge us for this? Are they going to judge us for that? And if you grow up in this kind of self-criticizing environment and openly critical, emotionally neglectful, physically neglectful, however, it reinforces these thoughts. And when you try to go do things in life, you've given all your compassion away to other people. And people think you're super nice and sweet, and they don't know that inside your mind, when you're alone at home in your room, you are very vicious to yourself internally. You're a villain to yourself sometimes. That is what your higher self is calling to be healed. You got to stop that. You got to stop beating yourself up. You got to take some of that, and I say this in my readings, and I've said it often, and I stand by it. That compassion, those cookies, that sweetness, those rides you give to people, that, oh, I'll pick up your kids, those groceries you take to people, all that sweet stuff you do for other people, you need to apply it to yourself. And also, I want you to watch who in your life freaks out when you don't show up. Who understands and who doesn't? You're going to find out who's pulling on your energy and who's there for you. And I got to tell you, it's a tough work. This is tough. You know, I've had some experience, different circumstances perhaps, but this is shadow work. It's a painful thing when we see in our lives that the people around us that we have cared for intensely have actually been people who have been messing us over. Probably in bigger ways than we think. But we can't see it because we are deep in the giving. We're deep in the compassion. We're deep in the this. Please love me. Every time you're compassionate to somebody else, it's please love me. Please understand me. Please, please. This higher self energy is saying, no, not anymore. We're not going to do that. You're not going to beg for the love you deserve. Did you hear me? You're not going to beg for the love you deserve anymore. You are going to nurture your self-love. Now, you don't have to. You have free will, but you're here listening to me, and I'm telling you what your higher self is saying you need to do. Self-love isn't just like face masks and pedicures. Self-love is a deep internal alchemy. It's transmutation of a lot of dense energy. It is an emotional work. There's an unlocking here of very dense emotions. Self-doubt, that self-critic that beats you up, that you beat yourself up with. You got to pull that out. You got to examine it and see why you do that, where that came from. And often you see the truth that that person was not good to you. And somewhere in your head, you have some kind of fairy tale that they were because of who they were supposed to be. Like, say it's your mom. Let's just say mother. And you know, in somewhere in your head, they weren't great to you, but, you know, they did this. But, you know, they did that. What this kind of work is it removes that mask of, but blah, blah, blah. No, but blah, blah, blah. Good moms don't do that. It's tough. And that's just an example. Plug in what works for you. But so this work, what ends up happening with this work is you discovering, first of all, how wonderful you are, how wonderful our brains are, our hearts are, how we can go through so many things and make it on the other side. You get to discover who you really are behind all the masks of making things okay and giving to the point where you don't even know who you are anymore. You get to find out who you are, what you like, what you don't like, who you don't like. You do have to deal with a lot of betrayal, sadness, grief. But the truth is, on some level, you already know. It's just the emotional awareness and the release. There are emotions to be released. And it brings about a change, the alchemy of it, the releasing of the emotions. Do it safely. Do it creatively if you can. Because you're going to transmute it by doing that. It helps you to reflect and see the wisdom, the purpose. We have a new world, new chapter coming in, where you are the queen, the royal person, where you can be fully present as yourself. We have these two cards. Crystal Skull Wisdom, Clarity, Divine Healing, High Vibrational Energy. Your energy is raising. Your vibration is raising. You're purging, transforming, and raising your energy. Breath of the cosmos. My will to thy will. Micromanaging the universe. You are going to surrender the need to control everything. Because this is hard now. This is hard. I'm not saying this is easy. But there's a magic that happens when you can kind of surrender. It doesn't mean that you don't know what's going on. It just means that you understand that there is a magic in flow, in the flow of life. Not every day is the same. The energy, you know that. You have a high vibrational energy already. That's why you're so compassionate. That's why you're so giving. That's why you've been able to go through the things you've gone through and still radiate such a glow. Look at you. Look at your light here. Solar light upgrade. Solar plexus chakra, inner fire, willpower. It's as if you find out how strong you are and things begin to change. People probably won't like it. They're probably not going to like it, but that's okay. They don't have to like it. It's not for them, right? People who are using you, people who are not good to you, yeah, they may get very triggered, okay? And I know that this landing here is kind of, I think it may be kind of you may be kind of nervous about the new chapter because you may land in a different place. It may mean a different job. It may mean moving. It may mean that your world is just very different. Okay, it's a very different surroundings. Your friends may be very different. It feels like radical change. Tell me more about this. Group 1's higher self, the radiant moon. I feel like some of you just want to get away from your mom, your mother. This mother energy, this overbearing mother. The 3 of Swords here. I'm not going to take reversals. 3 of Swords is major heartbreak. I feel like you guys... Okay, what is this? We have the 5 of Wands and the Queen of Swords. Yeah, this feminine wound is pretty deep. And I gotta tell you, I feel like there's been a lot of harsh words. Perhaps that's part of the, trauma here is a lot of screaming, a lot of yelling, a lot of harsh words. There's fighting here. Disharmony. Just not, and I feel like this 3 of Swords is a long-term thing. It's been going on for a while. Let's get some more cards here. Clarify the 3 of Swords. Clarify the 3 of Swords. We have strength here. It's deep. It's deep. It's deep. Tell me more. Oh, wow. We have the 5 of Swords. Lots of fighting. Lots of fighting. Let's just take all these cards. We have the Moon. We have the 7 of Cups. And we have the 4 of Wands that was in reverse. I feel overwhelmed. I feel fear with this card here. I feel lies. I feel a lot of fighting and hateful words. I feel like this is a very tough wound, okay? Now, I want you to know that something is coming in very strongly, okay? All right? There's something coming in very strongly. Leo energy here is coming in balance, okay? And you may be overwhelmed by this. It may give you anxiety. It's a good thing. Let's talk about this. What's this good thing? I feel this energy over my right shoulder again. What is this energy? What is this good thing here? Tell me about this 4 of Wands here. Happy moment, celebration. We have the High Priestess. It's as if there is a moment, a time. I feel like this is a gate. The 11:11. This is a gate, okay, where you're walking in your power. And I feel like you walking in your power makes you nervous. And of course it will after this 3 of Swords situation. Some of you have lived in the 3 of Swords for a very long time because of what you've been through with the feminine wound, okay, the mother wound, okay? But there's a time coming, it's approaching. It's hidden. It's almost like it's a super secret surprise, okay? But it's approaching. And tell me more about this. About this gate that's approaching. Tell me more about the gate that's approaching. Tell me more about the gate that's approaching. Okay, that's quite a bit. That's quite a bit. Okay. Can't take all of those. Let's take this one. We have the Seven of Pentacles. In your work? In work? We have the Lovers. Okay, I really feel like there is a wonderful moment that is coming, okay, approaching. I think it really feels like it could be love and it could be money. It could be both, okay? It depends on what you're working on, what's important to you, where you've been sowing your seeds. The moment really has to do with you knowing yourself, you listening to your intuition, and you beginning to follow it. And not resisting the truth of yourself so much and leaning into that, okay? Also, not allowing the anxiety and overwhelm to keep you from walking through the gate, okay? 1111 are going to be numbers of alignment for you. So is 77, okay? For some of you, there's literally a person here. There's a happy moment with a person. It could be, it's a party, okay? For once, it's a party. It's like an engagement, a birth. It could even be a marriage kind of thing. But we're not really getting into the dirty details of it, so to speak. We have the Seven of Pentacles here, and this really speaks of, sowing your seeds, spending your time working on something, developing something. And that's what I'm getting here. This is something that you've developed over time, and you have used your intuition and your knowledge of self to attain this. Let's get one more card. Come on, tell me one more thing. Tell me one more thing. I feel like we got to know one more thing. Okay, this one. Yeah, the Page of Wands. Okay. All right. So I feel like it's going to slowly build. Okay, it's a slowly building thing. And it's something that you're going to be inspired to do. There's going to be an inspired action that's going to move you towards this, if that makes any sense at all. Okay. All right, group one, that's what I received for you. I hope this was a helpful and insightful reading. I really enjoyed connecting to your higher self, and I enjoyed doing this reading for you. I hope you enjoyed it too. If you did, please let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. And if you'd like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. And I will see you, beautiful, magical baddies, on the other side. Bye, guys. Hey, group two, all of you that selected Daughter of the Phoenix and or were drawn to this Jasper, Dalmation Jasper Angel. This is going to be your reading all about the messages that your higher self has for you. All right, so keep in mind, I'm going to lay your angel down, because they're tired. Keep in mind, this is a general reading. It's a general session. So just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Now, I want to read just a little bit from the book, the Kuan Yin Oracle. This is a beautiful deck. Okay, it's very complex. So anyway, here we go. We have, when the soul is ready to spread its wings, it goes through a deep cleansing, purification, and preparation for new levels of spiritual wisdom, power, and light. Just like the phoenix that is baptized through celestial fire to be born anew, you're going through a phase of heavenly purification, preparation, and initiation. This is an advanced phase of soul growth, and soon you will enjoy your greater spiritual peace, divine power, and advancement on your divine life path. Kuan Yin, Daughter of the Phoenix, has been through fire both physically and heavenly, and has ascended into a position of great spiritual peace, power, and authority. She guides you now to claim your rebirth and ascent. So, here is what I feel your higher self coming in. Okay? You are a phoenix. Your higher self is a phoenix. I'm seeing avian type beings of different colors and varieties. And transformation, transmutation, alchemy is a natural state of being for you. You may actually be a fire sign, air sign, but you don't have to be. Okay, there's all kinds of different phoenixes. Okay, let's get into it. Let's get these cards. We have the Destroyer. We have the Dead End. We have the Shapeshifter. We have the Medallion. We have the Poet. You got lots of cards. So we have the Power of Empathy. Take the next step. Just do it. We have Thoughts Become Matter. Self-love. We have Celestial Realm. Okay, here we go. We gotta fit all you guys in here somehow. Okay. We have Make Dreams Come True. Emerald Tablet, Emerald Tablet Activation, Cosmic Ordering, Divine Alchemy, Consciousness Manifesting. Conscious Manifesting, sorry. Leap, you go first. The universe will catch you. Okay, so you're definitely a phoenix. You have this phoenix energy here. Here is the ashes. Here's the ashes, right? Here is the fire, the celestial realm, self-love. Okay, that's how you catch flame. This right here, though, I feel like higher self's coming in, right? This process right here, right now, we're kind of, some of us are here, some of us are here, but we're kind of, wherever you are, you may be going back and forth because of, well, the world. The crazy energy, right? It's a doozy out there. It's a humdinger. And you seem to catch fire, and then you're back to ashes because you're like, what the hell? What just happened? And so you reduce to ashes again, and you find your flame. You find the ability to leap. You find that spark within yourself coming to order, just doing it. Thoughts matter. Yes, yes, yes. Taking the next step. Yes. Going into the celestial realm, catching fire. Boom. Here we go. Dead end. Okay. Well, all right. How many times do I have to do this until this doesn't happen? What's the problem? How come it's not working right now? It feels like you aren't honoring a call. I hear, yes, I am. Well, sort of. You know, you're doing the thing, but you're not doing the thing. You know, the thing. whatever it is. This is a placeholder. Okay, this is a placeholder. This is a placeholder for the talent, the ability. Okay, you're phoenixing, you're alchemizing, you're transmuting. Okay, lots of pain, lots of stuff. But this thing right here, this is up next. This is what we got to work on. Because you're meant to express this. You're meant to shift into the shape of this. You know, we live in a very weird time. It's a magical time. And to you, it may not feel very magical right now because of, well, the world, you know? But the truth is, it's extremely magical. And you can feel it by feeling the weirdness. If you just take a moment and you just listen, you can start to feel it if you're open. That is magic. It's loose. It's chaos. What that means is thoughts become matter. This is not a fairy tale, okay? They can become matter on a very small scale, like you having signs brought to you by spirits, right? Numbers repeating, blah, blah, blah. Or they can become matter as in that thing that you needed to happen so badly happens. Thoughts become matter. Oh, you cast a spell and it materializes. Thoughts become matter. That's using the quantum field. And it's not really pretensies anymore. Our thoughts, our words, they affect water. That's not pretensies. That's real. When you were a little kid, if you ever played the witch game where you go get some water and some dirt and twigs and stones and stir them in a pot and you were talking into it, you know, yeah, you already knew that thing was alive. That was alive. That thing was alive. Your higher self. It's funny. It's an old crone bird, y'all. It's a raven phoenix. And it's coming through my channel. I don't know. It's like a crone raven phoenix. Okay. So here's the thing. Y'all have been tippy toeing around something. It's around a talent. It's around an ability. It's around a something. And you've been doing it for a while. You've probably been getting readings on it. And I feel like you really need to stop. Okay. You need to develop this. All the things you've done up to this point have been to get you to now. You want to change your timeline? Do this. Strengthen this creative gift. You want to change things? Strengthen it. Become really good at it. And put it in the world. Creative things come from the feminine. They come from feminine energy. That's a good thing. It's a beautiful thing. And when you're working on this thing, when you're focused on this thing, and you do your little phoenixing, because you're going to start to realize that not only can you phoenix your personal stuff, you can phoenix this talent. You can rebirth it over and over. You can grow over and over. People who have this ability, they grow differently. It's just a different experience. You are changed. When you are a phoenix, you are reduced to utter ashes. It's not just ashes, it's almost dust. It's almost vapor. And you have to find the will, because it is by pure will, to ignite into a flame. So the will of a phoenix is extremely strong. I would challenge you to find stronger than a phoenix. When they ignite, they begin an immediate process of rebirth. Every phoenix has their own flame. It's individual, although also shared. It's complex. Some of them have been called seraphim. Some of them have been called angels. It gets complex. Lilith, she is a winged creature in many stories. Shall I go on? You are here to do a thing, a special thing, and every one of you have a different special thing, and you're meant to put it in the world. You're meant to heal your issue with it. And all the work you've done up till now has gotten you to this point where you're going to start to actively interact and heal your issues around this talent. You are going to actively see what your block is. Why, if you've been at it, why it hasn't done the thing. Perhaps it's a pivot. If you haven't done anything around it, perhaps a road opens. If you don't know what it is, perhaps it's time for you to know and not be in denial. It's different for different people. But it's time for you to bet on yourself. You are, by nature, a magical creature, living in a very human world. Take that as you will. This higher self makes it very clear that you're a magical creature trying to live in a human world and do extraordinary things, and it's very, very difficult. And you've done this before. You've done this many times. Some of you have been, you're legendary people, okay? And you know it. You've been legendary. There's stories written about you, okay? Some of y'all are so old, they think you're a dragon. some some of us phoenixes end up being dragons. What do you know? It's kind of funny. Anyway, so you have the light of the celestial realm. The celestial realm. It is a glow. It's part of that fire. You have the divine spark within you. It is you. You are connected to source. You were born this way. Maybe you're a little weird. A lot of us phoenixes are. We're a little strange. It's hard sometimes. Okay. And that's okay. It's okay for it to be hard sometimes. You are psychic or a medium or something. I haven't met someone who had Phoenix energy that wasn't empathic, psychic, or something. Had a little something. Perhaps you have faith of steel. If you don't, you should. And I say that as someone who should too. So it's time you understand that you are supported. And not supported in a I jacked up the hood of your car with a 2x4 way. Okay. You're supported in the way a solid foundation is laid for a, $2 million house. And I don't mean in California. I mean in like Oklahoma where I live. So, a really nice, super nice house. Although I can tell you, I don't think I could live in a $2 million house. Anyway, you know what I'm saying. A really nice foundation. You are supported. And I feel like it's time for you, if you haven't connected with the celestial realm, you should. And I know for some of you, you may be the kind that doesn't really work with the celestial realm. It doesn't mean necessarily that you look at angels as like cherubs, little well-fed babies who go around and, poke people with arrows. Okay, that's not real. Okay, that's not real. And it's good if you haven't really worked in this realm to kind of open yourself up to the possibilities of what it can bring you. You may be drawn to perhaps Enochian angels or looking at angels outside a structured paradigm. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Or look at the celestial realm outside a structured paradigm, period. Okay. Because the celestial realm is full of all sorts of beings. And understand that humans put labels on things. They attach words to things, and they think that that word makes it so. But not really. Not really. Just because a word is attached to a thing doesn't mean that that word encapsulates that thing. Okay. It means a human has put a label on it. But there's more there. And that's important to understand when you enter the celestial realm. Angels themselves are some of the most chaotic energies they can be. They can be very they can feel strange, and they're extremely powerful. Enochian angels, you can feel their presence, absolutely. They're very, very powerful. So it's not like what you might think. And they can appear very strange looking. Okay. So I feel like for some of you, you may be pulled to those kind of practices. You may just feel like being open to some of the vibrations that are angelic. Okay. Uh, I have some on a playlist, so some prayers and things that Summerhawk Wolf has done, and I really, really like them. They aren't religious; they're spiritual, and I have found that a lot of people like those. So you might check out their channel, or I may try to remember to link that those videos down below if I can remember. But opening up to those energies may be very helpful for you. It may help you also understand yourself more. It may help you understand transmuting some of your higher chakra energy. In other words, bringing some of this dense energy up into your upper chakras by aligning with or connecting with some angelic frequencies or celestial frequencies that you may not have before. Okay. Higher self is there's a lot of upper, like I feel right now my crown is very active, my third eye is very active. Also the chakras above my head, like the first 3 to 5 above my head are very active. You may be experiencing activity like that where it feels like there is just waves of different kinds of light coming in from these layers above you, these physio-spiritual layers above you. It feels as if there's an activation going on for you, group 2. Your higher self is starting to really feel more angelic the more I'm in this energy. It's a phoenix energy. It's an angelic frequency. I'm seeing the name Raphael. I'm seeing the name Raphael. Um, Laliel. I'm seeing Seraphim. And I'm starting to hear like a frequency as well. I'm seeing Gabriel, the word Gabriel as well. So there's a lot of very high vibrational energies here. So what messages do we have? What messages do we have? What messages do we have? This is a portal. This is not a medallion. This is a portal. Okay. Okay, so this is symbolic of this womb state you've been in. You've been in this place of becoming. It's been beyond the ashes. It's been reduced to a womb state, the before. You may have felt this as stagnation. You may have felt this as depression. You may have felt this as isolation. You may have felt it as you've been pushed beyond limits. You have gone back to the egg. Uncertain that you could return to the way things have been. Too much to take. I've taken it too long. It's been too long. It's too much to ask of me. It's been too much to ask of me to do this. And here's the light. It's within you. And I feel it, this energy of, I don't want to see it. I don't want to do this again. It's so hard. The shape-shifting card. It's so hard to do this. It's so hard to come back all the time. To be rebirthed. To come back anew. I don't know if I can do it again. For what? For why? Why am I doing it? Why am I reaching for this light within? Why do it at all? Because you care. Because you care. Because you have a purpose. Because you're here for a reason. And you know it. Because you are driven to do these things. You're driven. Phoenixes are driven. They can't quit. They can't stop. And before you know it, you're shape-shifting. When a phoenix is reborn, when they rebirth, they are not the same phoenix. They are different. They will be a different color. They may even be of a different material. They may look completely different. They may not even look like a bird. No. Yes. Indeed. Yes, indeed. Okay, let's shuffle this. This deck is all wild over here. It's time for you to set your soul free and start expressing. The Hermit. Start expressing. Start expressing your wisdom. Start sharing your creativity. Do it. Just do it. It's time. The time is now. The time is now, right now. It's not later. It's now. The time is now. Time is up. It's now. The clock went off. Alarm is running. It's time. Just do it. Whatever this is, you need to do it. We have the Knight of Swords. I feel a lot of anxiety with these two cards together. I feel nervous. I feel self-criticism. I feel the criticism that might keep me isolated. And I felt this in group 1, but this is different. This is some kind of energy that kind of locks you up and keeps you from flying. It keeps you from bursting into creative flame where you can completely become a phoenix and fly. It's that thing that keeps you, like I said in the beginning, going back and forth. Somehow you lost this belief that you can fly, leap, this faith that you can fly, that you are this phoenix, that you can do this. The Page of Wands. Some of you don't think you have enough experience. Some of you don't think you've put in enough time. The King of Swords. There's an over-intellectualizing of your gifts and abilities. There's an over-intellectualizing of your experiences, and there's not enough empathy and feeling going into this. If you have, as a phoenix, if you overthink this, the leap can't happen. The leap is faith. It is based on faith. You do the work, okay? That's where logic comes into play. You do the work. You do the logical things that make things happen, okay? And then there's an act of faith that you do. You do the faith. Do the faith with no expectation. Just do the act of the faith thing, okay? Do it with no expectation. You'll be much happier. Because you may have to do the faith thing many times before the faith thing actually shows you what it has to show you, whatever it is. Some of you have over-intellectualized this thing so much that you can't even work on it. You can't even practice it. You can't even go apply to take the class, or you can't even go apply for the job, or you can't, whatever it is, because you've just locked up your mind so much. You have got to act on the faith that you have. You need to do some reflection with the Hermit here. We need to have some internal reflection. And not just with your logical mind, okay? You got to remember the things that you had passion for, the things that you have overcome, the things that you have survived, the wisdom of your past experiences, and how you took acts of faith, and how you're still here because you took acts of faith. We have the Nine of Swords and the Hierophant. Worry, worry, worry. You're worried. Worried. Are you worried about leadership? Worried about not being good enough to be in a position of leadership, or people looking at you, or not being good enough for the next step, for whatever it is? If that truly is the case here, then there's some healing to do. And that's what the phoenixing experience is about. It's time to do some shadow work. It's time to find out how we can heal this. Why do you not feel that you're good enough for this? Why do you not feel like you can do this? Why do you feel like this is not for you? If you feel called to do it and you put in the work to do it, why do you feel like it's not for you? What is your block? What is the reason? That is your question. The worry. Are you worried what other people are going to think? Are you worried about what perhaps parents might think? Traditional people might think? At some point, you have to take a stand for what you believe. Ace of Swords, Queen of Cups. Faith will bring you clarity, okay? by feeling your way through this, by doing as you're guided. You know, this is something that, again, you have intellectualized, you've thought about, you've been logical about it, you've worked for it, you've worked through it. You just need to follow your gut. You got this. You do. All right, group 2, that's what I received for you. I hope this was a helpful and insightful reading. I really enjoyed reading for you. I hope you enjoyed it too. If you did, please let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I would love to have you as a member of my tribe. And if you'd like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. And I will see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. Bye, guys. Hey, group 3, all of you that selected enter the Jade Temple and or you were drawn to this white Jade Angel. This is going to be your reading all about the messages your higher self has for you. There's your card there. I'm just going to read a little bit from the book, the Kuan Yin Oracle, to kind of give you the feel of this card. These cards are kind of complex, I feel anyway. So Kuan Yin in her temple of peaceful jade causes all conflicts to elevate to higher peaceful resolution. A resolution and healing of any situation that is concerning you is already underway. In fact, you are being asked to begin to feel relief of that resolution now, so you can be readily ready to receive the divine solution and blessings of peaceful freedom from the beloved Kuan Yin when it arrives. So there is a spiritual light within, a light of peace that can be brought to bear on any situation or struggle, an energy of peace that can transform even the deepest conflict from blessings of the divine goddess, priestess of the Jade Temple, Kuan Yin. Peace does not mean avoiding conflict or pretending that struggle does not exist. Peace is a light that flows when we are able to step above the illusions of separation, competition, and conflict, to seek out the consciousness where we are all in fact one in divine love, and we are all serving the path of light in our own unique ways together. So it's a beautiful card. It is a card about resolving conflict and that coming to you very soon. And in group 1, that card really talks about calling energy to you. So I would say you are calling this resolution to you, especially by aligning with this higher vision, this higher energy of it already being resolved, receiving the resolution. So let's see what cards came out for you. We have the Maiden. I'm not sure I can show you that one. We have the Shaman. I'll keep that one right here. And we have the Tear. We have the 7 Star Sisters, Birthing Creations, Tapestry of life expression. Let's put these up here a little bit. There we go. We have Break the Chains, Ancestral Patterns, Healing, Rewriting the Future. Soul Family, Call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. The Soul, I Am Free. Beautiful. The Egg, Everything comes from within. The Central Sun, abundance, downloads, regeneration, success. Freedom, 44. Woo, I can feel it. We have transformation, fire. Deeply moved and fulfilled. Desire and reality. Y'all. Woo. There is definitely resolution coming into your life, and it's going to bring you freedom. You have broken some kind of generational pattern or curse or some kind of major pattern in your life. This was painful. This hurt. This, tell me about this. We're going to pull some tarot. Tell me about this. Had to break free. Had to get real. It was hard. Tell me about this. The tear. The awareness. Once you know, you can't really look away. Once you know truth, you know it, and you can't unknow it. So eventually you have to do something. There was a lack of fulfillment and joy in your life. The people who were supposed to love you, you didn't feel like they loved you. Something was amiss. You felt bound. 9 of Wands. It's been tough. You've had a tough go. This has been a tough go, man. You're a wounded warrior. You're a champion. But you're ready to go. You don't want to mess with group 3. You don't want to mess with group 3. They're all peaceful, and there's a resolution coming, but don't come for group 3. Okay? Because they are a shaman. Yeah. Look at all these magical energies here. We have a Pegasus. We have a Phoenix. We have a Scarab. Don't mess with group 3, y'all. A shaman. There's a snake, a serpent, dolphins. Yeah, I'm telling you. We have no reversals. We have the 7 of Cups. We have the King of Cups here. I feel this 7 of Cups feels different. Tell me about it. Yeah. You have good things coming in, okay? I think you are not used to this. You are not used to this. You're busy transforming, doing magical stuff. You're busy doing stuff on your own, especially now, right? I feel that in these cards. I think you called in your soul family. I think they're coming, even if you didn't call them. So you're not meant to be alone in this life. You're not meant to do this alone. You've broken so many chains. Okay, we have the 7 sisters showing up for you. Birthing creations, tapestry of life, expression. Okay? The 7 sisters may be very special to you. Okay? I feel like some of you have 7 soul sisters. Okay, 7 people going to show up for you. Very special 7. Number 77 might mean something to you. You may be manifesting 7 cups of victory, 7 different opportunities, 7 weeks, 7 days, 7 months. But you're manifesting a victory. I feel like your higher self, no, you're shell-shocked. You're shell-shocked. You have been through so much shit. You are shell-shocked. Have you ever seen someone shell-shocked? You're shell-shocked. you're hypervigilant, you don't even realize you're free. You can't even feel the freedom that you have fought for in your personal life. All you feel is the loneliness and the emptiness of the people that's not there, or the job that's not there, or the whatever that's not there. You're not even able to feel the freedom yet. You may feel overwhelmed with life. You may feel like everything you've done has been for nothing because you're not very happy. The wounded warrior here, this dude right here is tired. He's burnt out. He's been through some shit. Do you think this energy is ready to pick a cup? No. No. This King of Cups is, though. Because that's the king's kingdom. Very easy to pick a cup when it's your kingdom. You can kind of feel your way through. But you've been fighting so long. You've been transforming so long. You've been working so long. It's been so hard that many of you have forgotten or you haven't looked at how victorious you are in your personal life. How much you've let go. I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about real moves to sovereignty of self. Real moves in self-healing. Real moves, okay, in becoming more creative, more self-expression, more authentic, more you. More 100% you. If you can feel that, you can pick a cup. You can get out of this wounded warrior stance. This is energy, not gender, okay? Masculine, feel energy, action. I can pick the cup by my empathy, by my psychic sense, by my gut, by that voice. Because I know I manifested it. I know I manifested it. And it's going to lead me to my victory. It's mine. It's for me. And it's good. And I am worthy of it. It is a peaceful resolution to a horrific situation. And you deserve this. Tell us more. Tell us more. We want to know. Let's get some animal cards here. A little shapeshifter. Do you dream about being like an animal? A lot. Do you dream about it? Some of you guys have the psychic sight where you can see through animal eyes. Sometimes you guys astral travel, and when you do, you're traveling into like animals. Okay? Cow spirit. The miracles are endless, y'all. The miracles are endless. Isn't that a pretty cow? Are you going to believe? Are you going to believe? Believe with me. Miracles are endless, y'all. See the big picture. Miracles are endless. Say it with me. Miracles are endless. See the big picture. Take the lead. Be Delulu if you have to. We've been logical, okay? It's time to be Delulu. You are free. You are free to be Delulu in your magic. Okay? It's creative. Freedom is yours. Isn't this horse beautiful? 33. What's this other card I have? Turtle Spirit. Slow and steady wins the race. Well, you know what? I saw a frog today hopping around my feet when I went out to get some stuff. And I was so happy. So, Turtle Spirit, slow and steady wins the race, but sometimes froggy too. So, you know, I know it's hard sometimes to hear slow and steady wins the race. Slow and steady wins the race. That can be hard. But if you're someone who hasn't had a lot of stability, building stability is such a good thing. And if you haven't looked around and saw stability in your life, maybe you need to become aware of the areas in your life where you are stable instead of looking at the areas where you aren't. Listen, some of us are barely stable in some areas, okay? We don't have very many, but that's okay. That's okay. It's okay. It's all right. It's important to reflect on where you've been and the things you've gone through and how you have persevered, how by sheer will and determination you have gotten through. And own the fact that there are resolutions to your conflicts coming. You will be victorious. You have manifested this victory, this peaceful resolution. We need to own that, as Kuan Yin says. We need to be in the higher vibrational frequency of that being resolved peacefully and with as much abundance as possible. I do think because you have been in the trenches so much, the idea of you being victorious may almost be off-putting. And I think it would be good for you to spend some time doing some daydreaming about what victory looks like to you, what abundance looks like to you. Spend some time exploring these ideas because it's coming. And I know that's really hard to believe. But there is reward, even in difficult times, for intense labor. And it feels like you are somebody who is ready to help other people. Maybe you already have helped a lot of people, but you haven't reaped any rewards. And you're working so hard, you kind of almost forgot about the rewards part. Perhaps, you just want to be able to, afford a place to live. Maybe you're not really shooting for the stars. I'm going to tell you something. Shoot for the stars. Okay? You deserve it. Being alone is good, but being lonely is worse. This may be something you're dealing with. Maybe you're feeling really lonely. Perhaps you have done so much healing and so much purging of people and places that don't work for you that your life may feel very empty. Or perhaps you have woken up in your life and you've realized the people in your life aren't really for you. And they actually don't even know you. This can be a very tough awakening. And if this is you, you are not alone. Waking up in a strange place with people you don't even recognize because you have come into full awareness that the world and its systems are an illusion. And for a while, you even question the people around you. It can be very strange. But you just need to ground your energy, okay? What I mean by that is literally go hug a tree. They did some research on hugging trees, and it really does calm you down. It really does ground your energy, meaning what that means when you ground your energy, it means that your frequency of your body, of your heart, comes into alignment with the frequency of the planet. And so you get into a calmer state when that happens. And that's why hugging trees is good, or standing by a tree, or being underneath a tree. So yeah, maybe you need to spend some time with some trees. I like trees. I love trees. I think they're awesome. And trees have really helped me heal. Being outside has helped me. Although I can't, sun is not the greatest for me because I have lupus, but it is what it is. But I do feel like nature may help you. Animals may help you. Some of you horses, you may also be drawn to the Morgan. Horses, turtles, cows, and giraffes, all coming up as signs. Also the Pegasus, snakes, serpents, the phoenix. We have, it feels good to be lost in the right direction. So you're going in the right direction. You're right where you should be. You haven't made any error. Things are going to come to a peaceful resolution, okay? You will be victorious. There's work to do, okay? We talked about that. You're about to get sweet rewards for your hard work. Bam. Pa-bam. Be encouraged. Be of good cheer. I know it is hard. I know it's hard. Deeply moved and fulfilled. What is that like? Can you remember the last time you were deeply moved and fulfilled? If you've never experienced that, then wow, that's a big ocean to fill. Then you have to imagine what that would feel like. Connect with what that would feel like. What would it feel like to feel deeply moved and fulfilled? Because that's what it's going to feel like when this good comes in. This is something you want. This is something you desire. But you have to connect the desire with how it would feel to you. That you want it. You have to imagine it. This is the realm of creation. The realm of emotion. The realm of projection. Willing to go there with the energies so we can create this, so you can see it. Good things are coming. Be open to receive and the universe will provide. Whoops. Be open to receive and the universe will provide. I'm not used to this new angle. You are supported. Your higher self is definitely present with you, definitely helping guide you. I feel your frustration. I feel like for a lot of you, this has taken too long. And there's a lot of, I don't know if I can get on with this. Like, perhaps I need to take another road. And I feel like your higher self is coming through with this because you're right where you need to be. And if you detour now, all the work you've done, well, it'll be detoured too. And although there's no wrong choices, it will take a very different road. And you're about to get into an energy of being in receivership. When we can get into receivership instead of always trying to make it happen, always trying to manifest it. Part of getting into the energy of how it would feel, how it would feeling helps us get into receivership. When we can feel it, we can understand, and we can say, oh, I feel it. That feels amazing. Say it's a car. How would it feel to get that car? Oh, it feels amazing to have that car. I would love to have that car. It would feel so good. I'd be so happy to have that car. You've made a kind of magical connection to it. A moment of manifestation. And the universe now can connect the feeling, and it will help manifest the provision of that thing. Alright, group 3, that's what I received for you. I hope this was a helpful and insightful reading. If it was, please let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I would love to have you as a member of my tribe. And if you'd like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. Oops. And I will see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. Bye, guys.